Hello, welcome to another Daily Digest. I am Ross Merriam. Today I'm continuing my foray into Standard from last week. I'm doing it with the Conley Special Marionette Master. I'm generally just a big fan of Tezzeret, despite the card being sort of underpowered. And Hidden Stockpile, sweet. It's just a good version of the tokens deck that has this ridiculous combo kill that your opponent has to be worried of, and I like that. Yes, we are on the play. That really helps with this hand with essentially 3 to be tap lands. But I think other than that, the hand is quite good. And so with less fear of getting run over, I will keep. I think the odds are unlikely that I cycle this Fetid Pools. So might as well give myself more time to figure out what I want to find with Evolving Wilds. I guess I definitely need to find a white source and a second black source are probably the two things I'm getting. So Plains and Swamp. Okay. And I'll get Swamp with the Evolving Wilds and with the Evolving Wilds so I can Kingpin. And then maybe play another ETB tap land and hold the Plains. I think playing Kingpin is better than playing Stockpile. Ooh, there's a need for another white source, but that's a little ways down the line. I guess so is double black. So is second black source. Second black source is just for master, and I've already drawn the other white card. So am I supposed to get both planes? I have 4 other should probably get the other planes. I guess now I'm definitely just going to get a planes with the Evolving Wilds. I guess that's what that changes, and then we can see what we draw later. The Tezzeret should make this less of an issue, given that it makes Ethereum cells that make any color. Really just need a... Ooh, is this a one-lander for my opponent, or are they just waiting till second main? Yeah. I think they just clicked through their first main. Ooh, Siphoner is a good one. Huh. With the hub, too. Ugh. Well, given that the Tezzeret is probably going to make second white, and I think I want to get some Kingpins down, I'm going to find another black source still. Really need another land. If I find that land, I should be in very good shape. So I can go Tezzeret, make a token, protect it for 1 turn, fumigate you, untap with the Tezzeret again, play Procession and into like Stockpile, start going off. But I really need that land. I guess I can Contempt the Tezzeret. Oh, and the Constrictor means they're going to draw a card every turn from this Siphoner. So that's less bueno. Okay, well, there's a land, but it enters the battlefield tapped, which is, I think, the only land in my deck at this point, Evolving Wilds does. So I have 4 lands in my deck that did. Pretty sure there's 4 Evolving Wilds here with this, yep. And 2 Fetid Pools. Well, then we are going to be behind a turn again. Now I feel bad for not getting the other planes. So now there's only, I guess, 5 lands in my deck. There's 4 Glacial Fortress that I can draw to cast as Fumigate next turn before they get another card out of it. Also, the Fumigate might be awkward now that I've played 2 creatures, but I really want to stop things from attacking. This stops the Siphoner on the face of it, and if they can't attack with Siphoner, then I get to easily block the Constrictor, so it effectively blocks them both. And if they use a removal spell on one, then I'll still block the Constrictor. If that removal spell is Contempt, it clears the way for Tezzeret, which is nice. Though if they're happy to use a Contempt so early, then that probably means they have a second. My guess is we'll see no attacks here. Or, okay, I guess maybe they have a Fatal Push. And they don't want to give me the life. They do have the contempt for the Tezzeret. This game is going to get tough because they've drawn a bunch of extra cards, and we sort of need the Tezzeret to start gaining huge advantage. And it's the one card after this Fumigate that helps us get ahead on board, or deal with their board, I mean, with the -2. Okay, well, this might just... If it were Blossoming Defense, they would attack with both, right? Because they both overcome with defense. Okay. Do they just have another Siphoner? They could have just played it and passed. Well, maybe do they think Kingpin doesn't die to push normally? Okay, so now they have a 4/4. So is that what they're happy about? Yeah. So they got to make this a 4/4 so it can get through the Kingpin. I'm pretty happy to just get the 2-for-1 there after that thing drew some cards. So, so if they have a removal spell for this Kingpin, my Tezzeret will still live. So because it'll go up to 7. Ooh, and I get to scry. Because if they have removal spell and defense. I am going to chump block this Paladin, by the way. Maybe I'll block the Constrictor instead, just to demonstrate I don't have a Fumigate. I think I'd just rather have the Tezzeret be big. I like this Fatal Push, so I'm going to top that. It'll be a good follow-up card when I Fumigate them. And if I have untap with the Tezzeret, I'll have the mana up to use it. I would love them if they play Verder's Gearhulk and... Wait, why is... Oh, it starts on 5. I thought it was going to go to 7. Oh, no. Well, this is now bad, because I put 3 counters on Constrictor and 1 on Paladin and make 2 6-power attackers. And kill my Tezzeret. Oh, wow. Well, this thing, I swear I just misread this 5 as a 6. And I stopped for a second because I'm pretty sure it started on 5. And then I thought maybe I was wrong, but I was right the first time and wrong the second time. And I'm getting punished for it. Still think I had to play the Tezzeret to get the Fumigate down, but I should have been more aware. This line with the Gearhulk is just really bad. And they're going to get very punished. Attackers. Block this. I don't get to scry anymore, but you know I'm okay with that. Were they attacking me? I guess if they couldn't kill Tezzeret, but you should at least force the chump block there. Maybe this was attacking Tezzeret and they just did that there. Whatever. I would have made the same block regardless of how they attacked. So I don't really think much about it, but now this Tezzeret could potentially emblem soon if I really wanted that. And this Fumigate is basically going to end the game. I guess I do have 4 cards in hand, but I'm at 20. I've got a Tezzeret on 7 and 4 cards in hand of my own. So that are going to sort of go nuts here. I've effectively traded 3 of my cards for 5 of theirs. Oh, there's a card I definitely want a Fatal Push. Huh. I am going to play an Anointed Procession. going to plus this Tezzeret, make 2 more cells. Then sack 2 of them. For a hidden stockpile. And then sack the other one and push their cipher. And then I will get 2 servos on their instep. And then next turn, if my Tezzeret's still alive, I'll start ultimating it and make 5/5 servos. And leave the Tezzeret around. Just didn't really have enough artifacts to use the emblem there. Get an emblem at the beginning of combat. Yeah, I thought it was combat. So that works out well for me. Ooh, a Foul Orchard. That one's not very good. There's a forest in my deck for this one Vraska. That doesn't seem necessary. Hmm. Don't really need another treasure map. And let's get an emblem. They're going to be pretty dead here. Make one of these servos a 5/5. Mush you. I guess they're dead on board next turn. If they have nothing, they go to 12 here. I sack this servo to stockpile, make 2 more 1/1s. Next turn, make one of them a 5/5, have 12. And I don't really need this forest. We can bottom that. Make 2 more 1/1s. Scry 2 more times. Bottom this land. Man, and we scryed 4 times this turn. Bottom this land. This deck is sweet. Just eviscerated our opponent with this Fumigate. Upkeep scry. I got it all. Don't need this land. Well, now I have this one. Make some cells. Scry again. If they're not going to concede, I'm going to get all the value I possibly can. I guess I should have popped the Evolving Wilds first. And 12, yeah. Tilt. Sack this. I'm leaving this Tezzeret on top just in case I need to kill things with this first one. Don't need to sack this Wilds now that something died. I'll get 2 1/1s on the unstep anyway. They will continue to be unbelievably dead. No Marionette Master required. Though that would obliterate our opponent. They would take so much damage. So much. An unholy amount of damage. You're really going to make me do this? Okay, there we go. They might have even wasted more of their time than mine. What do I want in this matchup? My opponent is just a black-green snake deck. I think Ixalan's Binding is good, and I think a Johnny Unyielding is good. I am not... This card might also be good if the game goes really long, but those are games that they're going to win, I think. And I'm bringing in some expensive stuff anyway. They're going to have some more disruption in the post-per game, so I think Marionette Master gets worse as well. Maybe I just bring out these Marionette Masters. Kind of want to leave in one just to threaten it, and maybe bring out a champion. These are kind of underpowered creatures in this matchup. The front side is just not great. I don't really like Duress. I definitely don't want this as another way to grind value. The Procession would be the other one. Moment of Craving is not for this matchup. Sunscourge Champion. These are like the anti-aggro cards. Duress and Negate and Bloodfast are against control and reactive mid-range decks. This is sort of for proactive mid-range decks. Okay. Let's do the 3 for 3. Brawl's Expertise should also be very good in this matchup. If I can get Brawl's Expertise into Tezzeret, get everything going. So, I am going to play turn 1 map, and then turn 2 stockpile and make a 1/1. I think. Just to get that value. Which means I'm getting a plains with the map. Yeah, that's fine though. I can fix the rest of my mana. I don't really need double black anymore unless it's for double spelling, which does happen a fair amount. I'll prioritize getting a second blue mana for Brawl's Expertise. Oh, and our opponent mulliganed. It's their upkeep, so yeah, you can have it. They scry to the top off that mulligan. Yeah, not going to change. I am prioritizing not getting like treasure map online as quickly, but I think that's fine. The 1/1s every turn with stockpile are actually really good at drawing out the game. I guess I could be getting like naturalized here, in which case I'd much rather than take a treasure map. Okay, no, getting our 1/1. Love it. A little bit of a risk there, I guess. Now I can actually go Contraband Kingpin into Renegade map. Kind of want to just go Treasure map Evolving Wilds, though, and use the Evolving Wilds to make another 1/1. Probably get a Swamp with that. And then next turn play Fortress. Oh, man. I do not have many creatures in my deck. Don't think Scrutiny is a very good card, but it nabs my Kingpin. I guess that makes my play easier. They scry to the top there, but they're not really generating any pressure, which I love. Oh, well, there's some pressure. Anointed Procession, you don't say. Okay then. Well, I'm going to play Treasure Map, Renegade Map this turn, so that next turn I can crack the map, play Procession, and make 2/1s. Is that good though? I guess then I can start just churning out 1/1s and scrying with the stockpile and scrying at the map, and that should be enough time to find stuff. You just need to deal with their board first. So, yeah. 2 maps and a wilds is a little awkward. There's a lot of ETB tapped lands here. I guess the same thing happened in the other game. Oh, I have the white. Yeah, using the map. One of my many, many maps. So they they passed on turn 2 without a play, and then next turn, the following turn, played Scrutiny and Constrictor. I wonder which one they drew and decided to hold for a turn. I guess I had a... Did I? No, I didn't have a mana up because I played Map. Stockpile, so... Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what they're thinking. I feel like I should be able to glean some information off of that, but... I don't know. Take 2. Wow, and nothing to follow that up. That is interesting. Ugh, I don't really want to run Procession into like Appetite or Naturalize, but they didn't have Naturalize for Stockpile. If they have exactly Appetite, and they didn't see this Procession off of the Scrutiny. I drew it the next turn. So I feel like if they had the Appetite or something, they would probably blow up something I have in play. Probably the Stockpile, because I think they know I have a second map, treasure map. But they don't know about Procession. Well, killing Stockpile is just as good. So I'm going to put them on not having it. And I'm going to attempt a triple block if I can. I think that's better than trying to get a point in. Excellent. If they use a removal spell to trade for all 3 of my servos, I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going to get more. I'm going to get plenty more. I just don't want them developing a board and applying a ton of pressure to me. Once I get this set up, I'll run away with the game fast enough. Blossoming Defense, something like that. That would make sense. Heroic Intervention, sure. I guess that's their plan against my Fumigate. But I could not care less. Yeah. Not going to scry an upkeep because I'm going to sack this Evolve with Wilds. And let's get the Forest, I guess, so I can cast Vraska. I have another blue source in hand now. I can play this treasure map and this renegade map and pass the turn again. Engine online, I'm going to start scrying with map under no pressure because my opponent has all these reactive cards in their deck, which I don't think is very good. This is the matchup where they definitely need to be proactive because eventually I'm going to assemble some synergies and bury them. And that is what is happening. Granted, they flooded a bit. You see they have 6 lands. They've drawn, 5 spells. But not too bad. Now I'm in chump blocking mode, but these lands are not legendary yet. Let's just chump block that. I'm not going to sack to the stockpile because I'd rather charge up these treasure maps. At least charge up one of them. This card seems... It's good in that it gives me a ton of scries, right? Like I'm going to make... It'll probably give me 2 scries a turn, but its impact on the battlefield is pretty low. So let's bottom it. I think I actually cracked us an upkeep and used treasure maps now. That gives me 2 scries towards something good, and Tezzeret counts as something good, and I can still cast it after both of them. So yeah, let's do this. Guess I'll get an island. And now I'll use this map. Not going to be able to cast Vraska this way, so we'll use the forest. That seems good. Let's top that one. And draw a card. Play the island they know about. And play this one. We've already revolted, so now we're going to get 4 tokens. And these second procession is just in time for the treasure map. So yeah, that was really good. And our opponent is a very dead. I cannot imagine losing this game. Yeah, no attacks even. If they attacked with both, I would have put all 6 in front of Rishgar to play around Blossoming Defense. Just as a note. Let's scry again. Shall we? Is this card good? Probably. Why not? I've got a card to pitch to it. I'm going to scry first. Flip that thing. Make a bajillion treasures. Yeah, 12. Is that enough? Play this one. Yes, I would like to use its ability. That's a good one. Discard these 2 lands I don't want. This one. Fatal Push this thing. I'm about to get 4 more servos, so yeah, let's just attack with all of them. I think, no, let's attack with... Sure. That many. Sack this one to scry. I have to click this one first. Pay 1 first. All the wrong orders. Bottomless Swamp. Take 4. I hope they don't have something that kills me. I don't know what that thing is. And they just made mana? Sure. I'll make 4 more servos. I should just have an extra treasure here and have that Glacial Fortress be tapped, but whatever. Now my Treasure Trove is going to satisfy Revolt for this hidden stockpile every turn. I think I might win this game, guys. Might win. Kind of wish I had saved... I wish I had Fatal Pushed my Champion of Wits. Yeah. I'm now regretting that. I wish I had done that. And then I could have eternalized it this turn and made 4 champions and drawn 16 cards. I think that would have been a better play. I mean, who cares about Whining Constrictor? Scry. Don't want this land. Scry again. Ooh, there we go. Top this. Make 12 more treasures. Target this. They're probably going to concede now. Oh no. Internalize. Okay. 4 Champion of Wits triggers. Draw 4. Discard these 2. I'll draw 4 again. Discard these 2. And we'll draw 4 again. Discard the 2 lands. This is real easy. Each section of 4 has 2 lands that I discard. Okay, well, now I'll discard this Champion and this Fumigate. How do I want to kill them? It's a good question. I have 21 treasures. Okay. So I could just Marionette Master them. That doesn't seem fun, though. I guess we can start by killing their things. Man, I only have 23 cards left on my deck. Okay. Blue, black, white, white, Cassis Tezzeret. I only have 25 artifacts left, so give that Jungle Delver minus 25, minus 25. Play this. Green. I'm giving up all this value off Treasure Cove. It's really unfortunate. So, plus. Put all these in my hand. Draw 3 more cards. Now I'll cast this. Okay, Anointed Procession in, 3rd one. Now I'll attack. I don't think I need to do anything else. I have 7 cards in hand, so that's perfect. Opponent has 0 cards in hand, 0 non-land permanents. Attack you to 7. Okay, get, what, 8 more? Okay. Is that good? Do I want that? My head? I can't tell. I think it's close. My opponent has lots of lands in play. Do we have the same number of lands? Oh, we have 8, but 2 of my artifacts turned into lands, so of course I would have 1 more than them. I have a few more things. Really just a bunch of tokens. Tokens aren't really worth anything, right? Is there... There's the triple white card that like destroys all non-land permanents. That wouldn't even be good enough. Look at my hand. I would just kill them with the rest of my hand. And I have a Champion of Wits in the graveyard. How many cards ahead do you think this is worth? Like 40? You think if I let them put their entire deck in their hand and all of their lands into play, they could win? And assuming they don't deck. If they literally get all of their land, all of their entire deck, do you think they beat this? I'm not sure. Maybe they'd have enough to like not... I guess if they just had a bunch of enchantment removal in their deck they didn't draw, and they just blow up all my Anointed Processions in my stockpile, then maybe. I mean, I guess they'd also have to answer this a Johnny. A Johnny would be pretty sweet. I'd have like, I guess the Brawl's expertise wouldn't be that good. Maybe their entire deck they could win. But if I gave them 20 cards, let them draw 20 cards and put all of their lands that they draw onto the battlefield immediately, untapped, even the Foul Orchards and Blooming Marshes. I think I still win. So that is a lesson in bringing in cards like Harsh Scrutiny and Heroic Intervention against a deck like this. If the game goes long, I'm going to win. So you should not bring in a bunch of cards that make the game go long. My opponent did that, and then this happened. And you don't want this to happen when you're playing the other side. So, lesson learned for my opponent. And I had loads of fun. Really loads of it. So I hope the rest of you watching at home also had fun. And you can come back and see me on Wednesday. Bye.